I am happy to meet everyone today on this stream session. So, again, I want to remind that our team has every week sessions with 4 hour psychics, which are great expertise, and you can get an opportunity to meet all us together. But sometimes we have sessions because of the time when it's not all of us together. But you definitely can approach everyone because all of our psychics, they great expertise. They are professional tarot card readers and healers, mediums. So you can definitely find what you're looking for. And we're also planning not only to answer the questions, which definitely is possible, and that's what we're trying to do, but also what we want to do sometimes to discuss different topics. So it could be definitely about spiritual techniques, maybe some meditational practices, or if you have some questions. We will explore the topics of how, for example, to read cards, or how to get more energy, maybe also how herbs and stones can be, and the crystals can be helpful. We're also planning to help you just to find your spirituality and your paths. So don't hesitate and put questions. Today I can respond to your questions. But also I want to give some clarity as to which decks can be used. Maybe it will help you later to see what deck you prefer, or maybe some certain questions, because sometimes from my experience I observe that it can be complicated to put questions. And people hesitate and they don't know which deck is the best. So pretty much every deck is a unique tool. What makes it magical, not the deck, but person who is doing an energy, how the person is connected to the energy. And that's what our team is going to talk more during our sessions. And so there are different decks, and I use in my work different decks. The preferable probably is the white, the traditional ones, but also I like to use shaman tarot deck. So because that can be helpful if, for example, questions concerning those who not with you at the moment, who passed away, because it's very positive in connection with spirits. The same, probably I would be talking about the Dark Maison Tarot, which is a very interesting tool. I like this deck. It's very talkative, pictures, and yes, so very lovely deck. One of another my favorite decks is Surrealist Tarot. Of course, this deck is very intuitive, but sometimes in my reading I like to use different decks because it can be more details, more explanations coming on that, and very clearly some questions like they float. And you can, both me and a client and a person who is in a reading, of course, sometimes it can be some similar image coming and give some clarity, more clarity. So decks for spiritual practices, I like the psychic tarot. So it's kind of an oracle deck. So oracles also very supportive, and the difference between oracle and tarot is, of course, the tarot is a system. And you need to understand, of course, the symbolism, the numerology, astrology, and that's what makes it unique. Oracles, they more intuitive and they giving some positive messages. But this deck is actually based on tarot deck, but in the form of oracle. So what are the decks? It's Raphael Tarot. Pretty much all of them based on traditional Rider-Waite deck, so that's why they all have symbols, but a little bit slightly different. It depends on the author. So because artists, they all like to use different images, pictures. They see the same symbols probably in a different forms, and that's what makes unique the tarot deck, because in the base of every picture is symbol. And another deck which I like, it's if you're talking about oracles, so it's Lenormand decks. One of my favorite, give me a second. One of my favorite is Under Roses Lenormand, which is lovely, nice, and very beautiful. So this deck helps to understand any question about love relations. It's not necessary, but could be used for that purpose. And also I like Divine Animals Oracle, so which has symbols of different animals, which could be your totem animals. It's very nice deck, has lovely pictures, has lots of animals. So if you want to know what is your totem animal, you definitely can approach and I can give you a message from this deck. I am expert in love relations reading, so for that purpose I use Tarot of Passion, Manara Tarot, which is very great deck and goes quite deep into understanding how the relationship going, so what person is thinking about you, and it's a very important topic. Relations generally, we always want to know what our partner wants, and intentions of the partner, feelings, thoughts, motivations, because that's what is very important when you want to have a reading, whether this person is serious or maybe at the moment something is on the way or not really person is open for commitment. So all these questions probably I would suggest to ask. And again, I want to remind that every week our team has sessions when everyone can have a chance to ask, and all of our psychics will be working on your question. So, which makes it very unique and special. We can't do it all the time, but we're trying, yes, and once a week you will have it. You also can approach everyone separately through the chat, so don't hesitate with some questions. And again, we all happy and from our team, so and me personally, I'm just thank you everyone for following us, who share with other people our videos and the links, because it's very important and it helps us to help you and to observe our work and to see that you what topics are interesting. That's why I always say keep in touch, post what topics you want to discuss, because then we can make some interesting videos for you and to make the channel more engageable. So another deck, so let me just to continue with the deck, so about relations, I also like to use romantic tarot, which is very gorgeous deck. Another deck is tarot of forbidden dreams, which is very interesting. The Decameron, Casanova, Tarot of Forbidden Dreams, all of them, the purpose of all these decks is a relationship. So I wouldn't be using them for any other purpose unless you want to have some idea about relations and you want to know what's going on and what will be with your partner. And of course, every tarot deck I like, and I like to work with each of them because this is a very unique tool which opens the gates between our world and between spiritual world. Not the tarot, of course, itself, because it's a tool, but more meditative you are, more open for your high spirit you are, of course, that can support to get deeper. And that's what I always want to tell you, that when you're having questions, you need to be very thoughtful about it. I would be avoiding questions about the timing sometimes unless you put the time frame, because in this case it's easier for spiritual world, because spiritual world doesn't have time, and that's why there are different systems and all of them slightly different, and that is why sometimes it's not so clear, can be timing zone. But when you put it time and put the question in a form where there's something happening within, then it's easier for us to support and to help you. So another question, so it's better not to put a questions yes or no. to the tarot because they can, it's not about yes or no for them, but they like to look deep into the context of the situation. Because the same question can be yes and no, but adding slightly different. That's why I would be avoiding such questions like, if he loves me, which needs from them to respond to you yes or no. Better to paraphrase and to put a question in a way, um, for example, is what John is feelings, or what I am towards him, how he or she observes me as a person, as a friend, as a partner, as a co-worker. It depends what question, of course, you want to know, or what role I play. And then it's easier for me or for our wonderful team members, again, about whom I always try to remind, because we have a very great team of expertise, and you can list and see other videos where all of us having this sessions all together. So everyone pretty much has to put question, not very generic, more specific your question will be, more chance that your question will be answered in the most clear way, in the clearest way. So that's what I wanted to say, because sometimes questions slightly like I would be paraphrasing many of the questions. I just try to explain until I have a timing. And yesterday I didn't advertise the session, so people could be, of course, not be there. But in any case, I want to leave this video just in case you want to see, and it will be a reminder. So thank you for today, and I hope everyone will have a wonderful day, and see you all next time with the group. So thank you very much for timing, and see you soon.